Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. I just posted a new YouTube video yesterday. That's why I'm so excited and happy. And it's actually a two-part series of my goal setting sessions. I am just so excited that I've been really consistent with my posting videos, and I'm here again right after posting, filming another video for you guys. I think doing videos regarding goal setting sessions and making dreams into reality kind of inspired me some more to push further and really be ambitious here. So my initial plan was, when I started to post in this in this YouTube channel, was to, ease my way in and maybe put out like one content a week in this channel, but I'm just so inspired. I don't know if it's the spirit of New Year where everything just feels so good and motivating and everyone just pushing each other with each other's goals. I don't know if that's it, but now that I'm getting my groove on and my routine established, I guess, I am more inspired to push harder in this YouTube thing, and I am aiming to post 2 videos a week. We'll see how that goes. It takes a lot of work of filming and editing and posting and writing information and details and outlines. It takes a lot of work than what you guys think. So, but I am aiming to do that, and I am announcing it just to put it out there so I can put myself accountable. I have dropped the kids off. I have started my most important task in terms of my own personal stuff and work stuff, and I'm just getting to my workout today. The topic for today: 5 things that are probably most likely sabotaging your weight loss goals. Hang out with me throughout this vlog, throughout my whole day today, and I will walk you through these mistakes that I see most people do. Since I was talking about goal setting and stuff, I just wanted to remind you guys, here's one takeaway I got from doing that video. When it comes to goal setting and establishing a process or using any processes or tools that you might have read somewhere or watched somewhere or heard someone talk about, what I want you guys to do is just trust the process. I'm pretty sure you've heard that phrase before, and I want you to keep that in mind. And on top of that, don't be too emotionally attached to the results. I want your eyes on the prize, on the results, but at the same time, don't get too emotionally attached to it, because nothing is guaranteed, okay? There's gonna be stumbles and challenges along the way, and you might not like the results that you see this week or next month, but I just want you guys to trust the process, especially if it's a process that a lot of people have shared that worked in their lives. If it worked for them, it could most probably work for you, especially if it's tried and tested. Don't get frustrated, don't get disappointed, because that's what's gonna lead you to throwing the towel in and giving up. Being stressful throughout that journey is really detrimental, and it's not gonna serve you well. So what I want you to do is to enjoy, not only trust the process, but enjoy your journey from point A to point B. So I'm just gonna take you through today's workout. Nothing fancy, nothing elaborate, just a quick clip, just so I can share with you what I'm doing for today. It's lower body day, so let's go. I'm doing something that I've been working on. I'm not really an expert in this move. It's something that I just recently braved myself into doing. It's the power snatch. I don't usually do that move, but I've been working on things out of my comfort zone. So taking videos is a great way for me to look back and see if my form is right, especially with new movements that I'm trying out. So let's go. trying to do this in between my sets. Let's jump on to the 5 things that might be sabotaging your weight loss progress. So the first thing is not knowing the right portions to eat and not being mindful. Ooh. Wait, I gotta do my next set. Oh my God. Anyway, as I was saying, it's not being mindful of what you're eating, and you're just eating straight out of the packages. Let's say you wanted to eat chips and just take the bag and just eat out of it, or try to eyeball the amount that you're going to eat. Okay, if you are a beginner especially, and you have no idea of proportions, how much 4 ounces of chicken looks like, or how much 2 ounces of white rice looks like, I suggest you start off with weighing your food. I know a lot of people are against that because it's pretty tedious at the beginning, and some people even say you have an eating disorder. It could trigger eating disorder if you weigh out your food. I think it really depends on the person. If it's something that you think is going to trigger you, then don't do it. But I think it's really a great tool that you can use at the beginning just to learn food profiles and food portions. So if you're just mindlessly eating out of a bag, it's just going to lead you into eating probably the whole bag if you don't know how to take out the right amount of portions that you can eat for the day, or weighing it out at the beginning. So number 1 is portion control is still key. Calories do matter, and if you, like what I said, if you are really at the beginning stages and you have no idea about portions, I suggest you start out with weighing your food out using a food scale. And then after you get a sense of intuition of how much portions you need for the day, then you can wean yourself away from weighing your food, and you can just, eyeball things. Or better yet, if you are someone who has really an issue with controlling yourself, I suggest that maybe here's one hack for you. Maybe instead of buying like a whole bag of that item, maybe you can buy like portion sizes, like 1 serving. I am running out of breath. I don't even know why I'm filming. I'm trying to multitask here, but I apologize. I'm trying my best. Picking up my daughter from school, so excuse my appearance today. It's just a very busy day. No time to fix myself. No time for myself. I'm just jumping from one thing to another today. So anyway, who cares? I am still delivering value, and that's what matters. The next thing that could be sabotaging your weight loss is having temptations laying around the house, and not just like regular temptations, those food items that you cannot resist no matter what. All of us, I believe, even I have those certain items where you forget everything once you see it, and they're so good, they're your weaknesses. So mine will be anything sweet, most specifically donuts. It's like I am going to break my goals
and dreams for donuts if I see it laying around. So you rarely see donuts in my house, but I will have them occasionally. You know that I am not a fan of eliminating food groups in your diet. I love each and every type of food, whether they're processed or not, but I just practice 80%, the 80-20 rule, where I eat mostly nutritious food, and then the 20% are for reserved for anything that's fun. But if you really have these goals you're trying to achieve, and you have weakness like donuts, I'm not saying to eliminate it completely from the foods that you eat. What I'm saying is, if you can avoid having it laying around the house, do so, so you can avoid having to reach for it every single day. Because if you do have it, then girl or boy, if you're like me, I am going to reach out for those donuts. I know it's tough for all of you guys with family that lives with other people, or especially if you have kids like I do. I know it's tough. Different people, different strokes for different folks. People might not be working on their health or on their diet right now. That might not be on top of their priorities, so they would just have all kinds of food laying around the house. I know it's pretty tough, but you got to develop that self-control. Maybe talk to them about your goals so they can help and support you out. So maybe it's a way for you to maybe encourage them as well to join you in trying to better their health. And it could be something that both or all of you guys as a family or a roommate can do together. Maybe you could be a good influence to them. So don't force them to change. That's not my point. It's not for everybody. And if you're trying to enforce healthy lifestyle, one thing you shouldn't do is to just shove it in other people's lifestyle. So the thing is, you have to talk to them about your goals, let them know, lay it out on the table, and hopefully if they're real friends or they're really real family of yours, they'll love you and support you and they'll help you out. Commercial break for now. This is one of used to my go-to protein shake. It's one of the best tasting ready-made shake out there that I've tried. Premier Protein. I get it from Costco in bulk, but you know, I'm trying to avoid, I mean, nothing's perfect, like I always say, always put that out as a disclaimer, but I am trying to avoid artificial sweeteners like sucralose and stuff. I mean, if I can get them in natural form, something in natural form, I will. The reason why I kind of stopped or lessened the intake of this types of protein shake is for that. I mean, if I'm going to be drinking protein shakes as supplements when I am like lagging behind my protein, and that happens a lot, if at most every day, if I'm going to put something in my body every day, it's got to be like high quality, good source of protein, right? So, but I'm running out of time and my brother has this, so I grabbed it. I mean, no harm done. A little bit of this won't hurt. And yeah, but it's still great, really great tasting. I love it, especially this one. It has good amount of caffeine and it will energize you a bit if you take them. And look at that, grams of protein, 30 grams.
My next tip for you is stop snacking or eating in front of a television or any kind of distraction for that matter. So it could be anything. It could be the most common one is eating in front of TV. So if you're watching your favorite TV show and you have like a whole bag of chips in your hand, you're distracted. So the thing there is, if you're distracted, you're not really mindful of what you're putting in your mouth. So that's another thing. So let me go back to my first topic of maybe portioning out your food. If you still like to eat while watching TV, because I know for some people, that's their alone time or time for themselves, and they just feel good watching their shows while they're eating. It's just their time to relax. And if you're that type of person, and maybe if you portion out and not eat straight from the packages, then you don't have to think about whether you're going to be overeating while being distracted, because you already portioned it out. Or you can think about it this way: use this time as an opportunity to sit on a dinner table with your friends or family, and use that time like how we usually do things without these technology and phones and televisions and live streaming and stuff. Sit down. Remember those days where you just sit down, eat your dinner, talk to your family, ask them how they're doing, how their day was, how's school, how was work, like the good old days. So that's basically the main idea of this part, is to just eat mindfully, because that's the number one problem I see also, and the reason why people are not progressing towards their weight loss goals is because they're not being mindful of what they eat. They're eating out of boredom, out of stress, out of their emotions, and they're not really questioning themselves whether are they really hungry or not, or is this food really something I would like to eat, before they stuff themselves. And then the next one is, don't assume that in order to lose weight, you're just gonna eat as much as you can as long as it's healthy. Okay, when it comes to losing weight, calorie is still king. If you're trying to lose weight, you have to make sure that you're burning more calories than you're consuming. So just because you're consuming organic acai bowl with organic fruits as toppings, chia seeds, flax seeds, but if you eat bowls and bowls of it each day, the calories will add up, especially if you put those nut butters in it. Those are really, really calorie dense foods. If you're eating a lot and you're not expending those calories, meaning you're not burning it, you're not exercising enough, then those surplus of calories is going to turn into fat, whether it is as healthy and as organic or as whole food as it is. So it works the same way on the other side of the coin, where if you eat Twinkies and junk foods or Doritos or Cheetos or ice cream every day, and if you don't eat as much of those junk food and you're still also burning more than what you're consuming, you can also lose weight, even if you're eating junk foods 100%. But on the other hand, you should also consider the effects of having whole foods, whole nutritious foods versus junk food. Of course, whole nutritious food will be better in terms of the nutrients and the vitamins and minerals it can give your body, versus all the processed ingredients that the junk food can give, right? And another reason why I would tell you to, other than the obvious facts of why you should be really eating more of these nutritious foods, is because the more wholesome nutritious foods makes you less hungrier throughout the day. So this is very low in calories, but very voluminous, meaning it takes up a lot of space. It's easier for your digestion. It makes you fuller throughout the day if you eat the majority of nutritious foods, just because it has more volume and less calories per volume compared to like a bag of hot Cheetos or a cup of ice cream. The amount you're gonna eat is really small, but the calories are really high. Here is the current state of my gym now. I don't think I've done any recent tours. I mean, it looks the same as last time. I haven't really touched it, but I am planning someday, not sure when, one day, it's on my goals list, okay? So it's gonna happen, to update this room. I wanna touch the walls, I wanna paint it, do some moldings, and probably do some mats, rugs, and nice decor
whatever. My vision maybe like just make it half office, half home gym. So I want it to be versatile where if one day I don't want the gym anymore, it could still be a functional room. But yeah, here's how it looks like right now. Just watching another YouTuber to motivate me in terms of fitness. And here's my mirrors from now, my makeshift mirrors. Eventually, I hope to have big ones in this blank wall right here. We're at the end of the video, and my last tip for you is don't set unrealistic goals. Okay, that is really a practical advice for all areas of life, any areas of life actually, but it's also as important when it comes to your fitness goals or if you're trying to lose weight. If you are a beginner and you are new to this thing, it is very unrealistic to, if you've been eating, let's say you're like 25 or 30 years old and you've been eating junk food for as long as you can remember, practically your whole entire life. It's very unrealistic to go, oh, on January 1st or on Monday, I will start getting rid of everything, of all the junk food, of all the bad foods in my life and not eat them at all. You're just really setting up yourself for failure. That's very unrealistic, and what you need to do is just take baby steps at a time. Maybe lessen your intake for today, and then gradually lessen them as much as you can every single day until you're not really looking for them anymore. And another thing I wanted to add to that is maybe instead of getting rid of things, let's shift from a negative mindset or negative use of words into a more positive mindset. So instead of getting rid of foods, maybe start adding more into your diet. So adding more nourishing or more nutritious foods, adding more servings of vegetables per meal, adding more fruits into your meal. It's just a more of a healthier mindset to be, or perspective to be doing it that way instead of getting rid of things. It feels like you're nourishing your body more rather than depriving it. Just like any habits, if you're trying to incorporate or start new habits in life, take it baby steps, small step at a time, one goal at a time, and then after you've mastered that habit, then you start adding on to it, maybe week by week or month per month, depending on how much you progress. It's going to be different for each person. Give yourself some grace. Don't kick yourself in the butt if you're not getting it right at the beginning. Baby steps is key. And that is it for this video. I'm gonna summarize. Oh, I am running out of battery. I was going to summarize it, but I'll just put it here for you. The summary of the 5 things I talked about, 5 things that's probably sabotaging your weight loss goals. And that's it for this video. I hope to see you guys soon. Please hit the like, subscribe in this channel, and notification bell so you get notified for any videos that I post out pretty soon. And I'll see you guys more often in YouTube land. Bye!